Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to City Skylines, where we're building a beautiful, walkable city, complete now with a new central park, main transit hub, and catastrophic weather problems that continue to destroy our city. Okay, but not really the last one. Though we might end up with some flooding because super quick, I want to try and add a pond to our central park, and after we'll build our city's main harbor. Yes, to get started, we made the central park and everyone in the comments was like, Kibs, it needs a water feature. And I couldn't agree more. So we are going to add one in. I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of these trees here. Make a big ol' pit. Then using a fresh water outlet, I'm pretty sure we could just throw that in there. Hook it up to our water grid. And GG, get a pondarooski. Oh yeah. And it's that easy, right? Kind of. You see, there's no real way to automatically stop these fresh water outlets, so it's just gonna keep on pumping out water, right? And the game can evaporate the water, but it doesn't keep up to the fresh water outlet unless you make the pond like amazingly huge, like effectively a lake. So I guess we could transform the entire park here, but I don't really wanna do that. But if we leave things like this, water will eventually overflow and start to destroy our entire city, including our precious gazebos. And that's a little inconvenient. Of course, we could just continually turn this thing on and off, but if I had to do that every day, I'd lose my mind. So we're gonna try something else, which is probably gonna destroy the city, but it could work. And that's by placing our own water source. And I've never really used this before, so I'm really scared. How does this work? Can I make it smaller? Uh-oh, I clicked. Anti-click. Oh, wait a second. Do I just drag this down? I think so. Okay, so now we have a water thing in there. Ooh, and the water stays at that level. Hold up, this might be it. Now, this seems like a good idea. There's the water source. It will constantly refill. But did we destroy the rest of reality with that? No, the sea level's still good. Oh, fantastic. Well, then that's just it. All right, I thought this was gonna be much more of a panicky situation. You see, I messed with this button once, and well, this button's very scary, and I thought like something like this was gonna happen. Where I accidentally flood the entire city. And after this happened like once, I was like, I am never messing with this ever again. Until today, where we figured it all out and now everything is fine. So with the waterworks situation here sorted and a couple little extra decals, it is time to move on to today's main project, our city's main harbor. And we are gonna be building that over here. Somewhere over here, I wanna have an airport as well. So I was like, hey, airport and harbor next door to each other seems like a deal. We got a couple problems though, of course. And that is when we try and build a harbor, it needs to connect to this yellow line. And that line is kind of like the international world trade route or whatever. So I would prefer to build the harbors along the mainland's coast, or we could make some kind of harbor island thing here. But I don't want to do that. So what if we just got rid of the island? Kibs, that's gonna cause a tremendous amount of flooding and harm a lot of your citizens. Not wrong. And we are trying to make the nicest city for our citizens possible. But imagine living in a city where you have to travel to an island to get on a boat. Doesn't make any sense. And besides, it's not gonna be that much flooding. Maybe just like one little tsunami. Like, no need to panic when you see stuff like this. It's just a little weather pattern. Everything's going to be fine until the water starts coming back in and your entire city is gonna get a little extra clean. Oh, ah. It's okay. We have insurance, right? Somebody say we have insurance. We have insurance. Everything's fine. House is getting a nice wash. Then the water will head back out and everyone will be happy. See, already gone. Not a single building collapsed. It's just a fun little water ride. Don't mind the hearse there. Anyway, moving on. Let's build our harbor. So I want the harbor to be in here. And so to get started, we need to lower the land down to water level. And we're gonna make kind of like a harbor bay area. So we'll cut out like a moon shape here. All this land has to be kind of flattened out too. And then from here, all we really want to do is add on a quay. Just going straight over this way. And now with that, we can add on our passenger terminal somewhere over there. Keep it off for now. And also in the harbor, we need to build a spooky building, the cargo hub. The cargo hub has both a cargo harbor and a train hub thing in it. TLDR, it is the most turbo traffic nightmare in the entire game. But look, it's the harbor, so we gotta have it here. So we'll figure that all out once the water has settled down. And for now, we'll work a little bit more inland on the highway. So to get ready for the insane traffic that's gonna be heading over there, we absolutely will need our highway right next door. And because I kind of also want to lower the density of the city as we head this way, we're gonna start adding in some weird shapes. I think they call them curves, just to change up the aesthetic of the city. And I'll make that all prettier a little later on. Then we wanna head on into a huge interchange that will go into that area, somewhere around here. Again, I'm gonna have to figure things out. That's generally the concept. And from here, that can just go out of the city and to that main highway. In fact, let's just get both of these. Thank you. And let's get these ones as well, because I have a bad feeling this highway down here is just going to be absolutely destroyed by traffic. And if we have any more traffic that's not going to the cargo hub and that just wants to leave the city, I'd rather it go a different way. So we're going to have a highway interchange on this curve as well. And we're just gonna have like a small alternate route, like a two-way highway, I guess, that will go out to there and connect to the highway. I don't expect a lot of people to use this, is the main thing, but I just want some of the traffic out of the way. So that'll mean that this will have to have an exit here, scooting up, going over, and then to space. This, I guess, will have to do some kind of crazy turnaround thing that way as well. And then we have to do some other crazy stuff where this will go over here, that way, and back to the highway. And of course, as per usual, we need some way to get onto this highway into the city, so we'll do that. And all that's left is to tighten the knot. And now things look much better. In fact, they look incredible. I tried to line it up better so the road kind of continues out, almost like it's going straight this way. That's kind of neat. Mods though, why do you leave my trees on the road? It's this one, Tree Anarchy. You know what, I'll fix it later. Moving on, went over this way, started dilly-daddling with a bit of the roads, and trying to plan out the space a bit more. Like I was saying, I want an airport, right? Well, this is about the size of an airport I want. It's not gonna be anything super crazy. We'll have like a cargo airport here, normal residential airport there, and the highway connections there for everything, all good. This will be a bit of a buffer space between the airport, harbor, and this low density residential area. And that should be this zone. So from here on out, we gotta start connecting everything. And this is where things get a little wild, because we have to connect both a train and a highway up to this section. Let's focus on the train first because it is kind of the most annoying. The train, because I am guessing things will get so busy, we're going to have train traffic, meaning we're gonna have to have one-way train roads. The plan is for the choose to enter through this way and then leave through this other way and go in one giant loop. Go to about up here, probably sooner. I don't know, I'll mess with the hill later. Just trying to get a concept down. Then we go over this way, up and above the road. Somewhere over here we'll have the main connection. The best thing about one-way train tracks specifically is when they connect to the normal two-lane train tracks, you can see that the tracks do not cross over each other. Kind of the opposite of this. One second, let's turn that around. There we go. The tracks don't cross over each other. So the trains will never get in each other's way, and they'll just, I guess, go this way now, into the station, and then they'll leave. pretty much the exact same as a road, except better, because the stupid trains can't make U-turns in places you don't want them to make U-turns. Okay, so generally, that's pretty good. Next up, we have to expand that kind of concept and make it even more insane. So I'll bring this train track way over here, and we're gonna have to make a train interchange. Same kind of concept applies, where if we have a one-way going this way, the tracks don't cross over each other. So we'll have an entrance there, exit there, and then the same deal over on this side. None of the tracks cross over each other, except this track didn't spawn in, so we have to nudge. There we go. And we're all good. Well, aside from like the entire interchange, right? So how I usually kind of like to go about building them. So I have the one main track there, and then I just work one exit at a time. So you will need to go this way, then you'll go down. This will have to go uppies, and then you can turn into there. No tracks crossing, good. But now we have to go from the left side over to the right side. That's where all the problems like to happen. So this now instead will go further up. So this can sneak underneath. I don't know, maybe hit into that. But everything gets weird. Oh, but there we go, fixed it. Cool. Then wait, I think we're actually done, because that just goes to there. No crossed tracks. And then this is already far enough out that we can even bring it back. And that will go to there. Okay, that's pretty much the interchange. And again, just have to kind of tighten it up. And everything looks so nice after, doesn't it? Beautiful. Of course, all of that is just moving stuff around with the Move It mod. And that's the only way this stuff works. They announced City Skylines 2 recently as well, and man oh man, I really hope Move It mod is just in the base game, or I don't even know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be pandemonium. Anyway, using the same kind of train logic, we always do that with highways as well. So now the highway infrastructure's in, and all the vehicles will scoot on over this way, go into the cargo hub, or they can scoot over that way and go to the harbor. And then I guess just go somewhere else, maybe deeper into the city. And because of that, I've started to plan out another highway, and we'll see what we do with that. But it connects up to our utility zone and also as an exit over here, but I'll probably expand on it. That's for later though. With everything in, do we have the power? We do not have the power. Okay, there we go. Underground power, it works. Yeah, I want to test all this out. Want to make sure everything works properly. And more importantly, I want to see how much these services are demanded. Oh, water? Brother, you're on the water. Why do you need more? Thirsty boy wants to be hydrated out the wazoo. Okay, now we wait. Any trains? No chew? Okay. Any ships? Hello? Ship leaving the map right there. Okay, didn't want your money anyway. Thanks, bye. This might not be good. We just spent thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on this. These buildings are exceptionally expensive. It cut our weekly income in half. We kind of need some ROI here. Well, here come all of our vehicles, which is awesome. They're scooting in to deliver things. Because these outside connections effectively act as the out-of-city connections, like the stuff over here. Because of that, this is the closest outside connection for all of our goods and services of our city. So most of our traffic should try to go here. But I'm not really seeing the insane demand I was expecting yet. I guess we'll have to wait. No, I made the critical error. With all train stations and stuff like this, there's an exit little port and an entrance little port. It looks like that's the entrance port and that's the exit. And I wanted all the vehicles to come in this way and do that kind of looped around. It looks like the vehicle pathing AI is like, nah, we'll go over this way. And then they'll just pull a U-turn, which is different, but not very efficient, because then this highway interchange thing will get way too busy. This is fine though, because we can just flip this script and turn this all around. But also our first ship has come in. Excellent. We're getting the goods. But oh, wait a second. This highway redo is gonna take more than a moment. This has to go to there, and then, that's a whole thing. Okay, fine then. I'll fix that up, and then we'll also get the highway connections over here built too. And then maybe we'll see more demand over here. Oh, and bud, those highways are looking neat, dude. So I combine these two roads together into the single or 2-lane highway. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Regardless, just as one road effectively, and it goes into a new interchange over this way, so people can bypass the harbor nonsense nightmare. So that's good. And that practically completes all of our highway infrastructure. We even have like a little highway exit here for when eventually we want to start scooping up that ore industry. Well, that's for later, of course. Aside from that, turned the freaking highway around, which was super annoying. So now the trucks operate as I want them to, which is great. And I had to move around a couple highways so everything would work over here too. But where are the cruise ships? Oh my God. Where are the cruise ships, he says. The fleet has arrived. What is this? 1, 2, 3. What? Excuse me? Look, I went to build a nice city, but calm down. What is this? 6 cruise ships? Any more? No? Oh my gosh. That's a lot of tourists. Each of these cruise ships has 100 passengers. Are they all leaving here? No way, right? Pretty much. 2 remaining? They're coming from the... There are more cruise ships from the other direction. Quickly, somebody call the Navy. Tourists are inbound. Wow, that is a lot of ships. Wow, wow, wow. Not looking too good there. Thank goodness there's no collision in this game yet. Sheesh. That's gonna make us a lot of money. That's really exciting. I like money. Our money's already back to the normal weekly income because of all of the profits we're generating here. Love to see it. What is this? They're walking? They're literally walking all the way down here. You gotta be kidding me. To get into the city, do not worry your pretty little heads. I am here to help you. It is time to get that public transit involved. Wow, I have never seen a cargo port, or harbor, sorry, this busy. I was thinking this was gonna be the traffic nightmare. I was wrong. Clearly, this is the best city ever. All right, so let's get some crosswalks built. And after long last, I can show you my master plan, where we build this and we're going to connect it right up to this corner. And what's gonna happen is the people from the ships will come in through this way. There'll be a stop here, and then an uninterrupted monorail will go all the way deep into the downtown core of the city. Probably to like right here, and then we can have all of our tourist traps and like crazy monuments all right as a centerpiece, just for the tourists. Then we could hook this up to the airport as well, and it's gonna be a whole thing. I'm actually super jazzed. The numbers are gonna be crazy. Okay, so that will go to there, and to here. That's practically done. We're gonna need a subway just in case people wanna just enter the city, and specifically get to our transit hub right here. Probably the easiest way will be through a subway. We have a subway going directly underneath the middle of our city, just going over here and then ending right there. We can just extend that out to this point. And I suppose we'll just follow along the road for no particular reason. And that will go down to here, and we'll have a stop here, I guess, something like that. I think I'll move it, but general ideas, right? And that will hook up over to here. And later on, when we get our airport built in this giant square, we can have this continue into that area. That is that. 2 stops away from the transit hub and 3 stops from the airport. I would say that's pretty good. Last thing though, since we're kind of like out in the boonies and by the highways, there's something they added in a little while ago I always forget about. Where is it? It's something to do with buses. Ah, it's this, an inner city bus station. So people can take buses from the highway to get in and out of the city. And you can kind of just place this wherever you want. So we are just gonna place that, I don't know, like there. Fits in well, and we're good. So now we can get bus tourists. We have the psychotic harbor and our metro right there. How many people have used this? 306 last week. And I guess it's just because of the speed of the ships coming in. It's nuts. I wonder if it's worth it for us to build 2 harbors. I don't know, maybe. Probably the demand will die down a bit here, not sure. But I'll do some decorating and we'll see what happens. And okay, looks like the traffic kind of died down a bit. It's busy here every so often, like sometimes like 5 cruise ships just appear out of nowhere and drop off like 500 people, but it's better now. We don't have to really adjust anything either, which is nice. Traffic's looking good too. We'll get some of these inner city buses coming and going, dropping off people from the SkyTrain and all that jazz. And it's a pleasant little terminal area. I like it a lot. It's very cute. But also I added in this other highway for better inner city connection, just for locals really. And now we have this highway going to this exceptionally weird raindrop thing where people can leave this area and go over to the cargo hub if they want, or they can go over to the harbor, or they can just go over into space. Presumably to like the airport or what we're gonna build over here. Because now we have all of this free space, it's all connected to the highways, and we can do whatever we want. I suppose the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go and build a bunch of stores here. A lot of foot traffic, so hey, why not? I guess we're free to place like industry and everything else over this way. Oh, wait. Something really important we'll need is a warehouse, a really big warehouse. Yeah, this will be for ore. We're gonna be doing mining over this way later, and we'll want all of those trucks to deliver the ore over here and have it ready to be shipped. This be a chunky building, but it'll be okay. We can just place it there, and just because I think it'll look goofy, we'll build a train crossing, because we haven't done that yet. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I have. And then that will just go right up into the highway here. Well, I guess if it's going up then, why not just go up sooner? Okay, fine. We'll do the cool little train crossing thing at some other point, but this just makes too much sense. And we'll hook that back up to there. Then this just needs to be a one-way, and we're set. So the trucks from here will probably come in via the highway, and then they can leave via the highway to over this way. And again, to over around there. And then wait, no, wait. We'll also quickly need a couple smaller warehouses too, just for some commercial goods, glass, and then the big one is gonna be metals. And we'll deal with that more later. And then lastly, we're just gonna build a giant trash can thing here, a waste processing complex, because why not pollute their industrial area, right? Sure. Then I'll just have to fix up the train stations, but won't be a problem. And in the meantime, throw in a couple services just so everything doesn't light on fire and blow up. But all right, with that, everything is kind of in place, everything is working as intended, and I'm happy to leave it here. As we expand by building airports and mines and industry all throughout here, I'm sure the harbor will evolve further. But for now, that is gonna be all. And by the way, if you enjoyed the music in today's video, I co-produced it, and you can listen to it on Spotify. Link in the description. But for now, that's gonna be all. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.